Don't think you're invincible.
What do you mean?
Okay, love ya.
Another world.
Have fun.
Be cautious.
I'm always cautious.
See you later.
Be cautious.
Bye.
Don't be invincible.
It's happening.
We just got to the airport. We still have about 2 hours before we leave, so we're gonna do what we do best, go out. This is the last time we're gonna be on US soil for a year.
So, we actually got really lucky. I don't see hardly any other seats empty, but this one is empty. And I am ecstatic, primarily because I'm so tall and I want the extra leg room. But not only am I ecstatic for that, but I got 2 desserts from the lounge. And yes, they're both for me, not for Erica.
This is our first time flying Air France, but they're on what it's not all they have. This too. We are in Paris. We went through the chaos, absolute chaos, of border patrol. I can only imagine what this is going to be like next month during the Olympics.
Oh, it's going to be terrible. For anybody going to the Olympics, I feel sorry for you having to go through this.
But that being said, it's currently 3 a.m. back home. It is 10 a.m. here. And we still have 5 hours before our next flight. So we're going to try to stay awake and entertain ourselves for 5 hours.
A lot of finger popping. Look at the camera.
One more thing.
Oh, after a long, exhausting day of travel, about 24 hours, we finally made it to our first destination, Hungary, Budapest.
Budapest, Hungary.
Budapest, Hungary. Waiting on Lexi and Kinsey. We got the bus tickets. We're going to take the 100E all the way into town. Super easy.
I don't think we actually mentioned that they were meeting us here, but they're coming with us for about 4 weeks because they're both on the school schedule. But they had a much worse flight than we did. But luckily we arrived about the same time, like within 5 minutes of each other. They're just having to go through customs and we did it already. So.
Peasants.
So it should be pretty quick and easy, I think, though. We'll take the bus to the center of town, and then we have just about a 5-minute walk, and we will be at our Airbnb.
After that kiss on Erica's forehead, I've realized we both really need a shower. Let's go.
Kinsey girl.
There she is.
Did you behave so good?
Looking straight at the cat.
Hope you're getting this all on. So after a long, exhausting day, we finally made it to the Airbnb. We're just going to crash out because we've been traveling for 24 hours and I'm fixing to fall asleep right now.
So last night after we got back, we were super tired. We crashed out and then proceeded to sleep for the next 12 hours. However, it is now morning and we're about to leave, so we're going to do a quick apartment tour. So here to the right is the one full bedroom. Nice bed, we got a dresser, a couch, pretty spacious, very nice. And then over here, we have a second bed, which is in the kitchen with a dining table. And in the kitchen, we have all necessary kitchen things. And then there is a one bathroom and has a nice shower, sink, and even a washer that we'll probably use before we go. So now, since we slept for so long, we're getting a late start, but we are going to go and grab lunch. So let's go. Today we're going to try the Cafe Beyond. It was recommended by our Airbnb host. It's supposed to have some Hungarian food, and they're supposed to have a fixed lunch menu, which is the only real reason that we can afford to do it. So let's go make sure that their lunch menu is going, but I'm excited and starving. Okay, this set menu comes with a soup and an entree. So for the soup, I got
Cream of celery.
cream of celery with blue cheese. So mine's like a nice creamy, it's really delicious. It's not too blue cheesy. Aaron got a beef vermicelli soup, which I don't know how that is.
With the preset menu, I wouldn't necessarily recommend getting the clear beef as it doesn't have a lot of taste, but if you want more taste, I'd get one of the other two. Those were really good.
Whose was the best?
Yours was actually the best. How's your meal? You're the only one that got something different.
Good. It's a asparagus gnocchi with vegetables. Very flavorful and very good.
We both got the pork chop with rice and pear. The pear is like on top of the pork chop. I don't think she knows that. Or she got the same thing. But it's really good. I'm happy with it.
Wait, what?
We decided to try both of the desserts. One is just strawberries and ice cream. The second one is cottage cheese noodle pie. So I'm not completely sure what this is going to taste like. It's lemony. Different texture. We finished at the restaurant. It's only about $6.70 per person. The dessert was a little bit extra, but I want to talk a little bit about the dessert. So it was a cottage cheese noodle pie. It was interesting. You could kind of you could tell that there was cottage cheese curds, but it was very lemony. But there was literally like little noodles, like little vermicelli noodles. It was an interesting dessert. I'm not really sure if it is a classic Hungarian dessert. We will insert that into the editing. But it's interesting. Wouldn't be my first go-to, but interesting.
I did want to point out that they had some really cool graffiti too. I don't know, they're just kind of scattered all over the place. I tried the QR code, but it said it took me to an unsafe site, so I didn't want to risk it. But the art is real cool.
We found a random street that looked like a little shopping street, so we started walking down it. Still not completely sure what's down it, but there's a lot of people with suitcases here, so we'll see. Look, in the street, yeah.
And rolling. Right now, we made the trek about a 30-minute walk from our place all the way over to the Central Market. They apparently have lots of different foods. A lot of locals come here to purchase things as they're cheaper. And who knows, maybe we'll get a snack.
Pretty well. So here at the Central Market, upstairs is basically souvenirs and food, which is where we decided to get these lemonades. They were a little more than I would like to spend, but it's our treat for the afternoon, and we were really thirsty. Mine is a lemon lime mint, and Lexi got an orange lemon one. Hers is a little bit sweeter than mine, but it is very refreshing. Downstairs, there is meats, cheeses, what are those called? Fruits, vegetables, like a whole little mini market. So we'll probably go downstairs after this and get some fruits for the next breakfast, breakfast for the next few days. And see you.
How was your guys' drink?
So good. We have an orange lemony one, and it is divine.
Divine. So this was my snack choice. It's a chimney churro.
Chimney cake.
It's a chimney cake. It's basically fried cake, Nutella, ice cream, and Nutella. Delicious. Kinsey, do you want some?
It's all over your face.
I know. That's why I got napkins.
How many?
1
kilo.
It tastes like a dark fruit.
Thank you. Got some fruits for our breakfast for the next couple days. Just a few dollars for all of them.
We're having a classic Hungarian dish called what? Popper? Longos? Something like that. It's gonna be good.
So like Lexi said, tonight we're eating longos, I think is how you say it. But it's basically just a giant bread type thing. This is the classic with sour cream and cheese. And I had kind of one bite so far, but it looks really big, it's huge. This isn't the cheapest place that you can get them because we are in the city center, but they're still pretty cheap.
What'd you get, Lex?
This is the fully loaded. It's like Erica's, but it's got onion and sausage and bacon.
I can't wait to try it.
Even onions?
No, I hate onions.
This isn't actually like normal pizza, so which is really cool because the dough, it's not traditional pizza dough. It's very thin and deep fried, and it's got like a, can you see? It's got like a closest thing I can resemble it to is sopapilla feel. Like if you've ever had a sopapilla, but it's like a very thin version with just like sour cream, tomatoes, and cheese. And it's really good.
Sour cream and cheese. And you're like,
That's it.
yeah.
That's it. And despite it being in the city center, it's still fairly cheap. Like $5.50, $6.
Well, I've heard that you can get them for only
we heard that you can get them for only like $2.50 outside the city center. So keep that in mind. Very good.
One thing about these, and we've seen it all over town, if they'll just serve it on the paper, and that's included in the price, but if you want it in a little box, they're going to charge you between like $200 to $400 of their currency more. The guy didn't even ask me if I wanted a box because he assumed I was cheap, and he was correct. That is going to end our first full day in Budapest.
Not our last day.
We didn't do a ton, it's mostly just getting stuff, figuring out the city a little bit, going to the market. But tomorrow we have kind of a jam-packed day, so we're going to get some rest and get ready for tomorrow.
Seen lots of stuff. Let's go.